Today, our topic of the day is the myth about imposter syndrome. Ooh, we're going to get it interesting today. That's our topic for today. But first things first, I want to introduce myself. If you're new around here, welcome. My name is Andrea Oram. I'm a music teacher. I mentor new music teachers, and I teach homeschool choirs and music classes, as well as voice lessons and ukulele and piano lessons. So I do lots of musical things, but I also come and share amazing, helpful tips to music teachers and those who are working on using their voice healthily and well in the Music Lover to Music Teacher group. I also happen to do some TMJ Tip Tuesdays there, so if you are dealing with those types of issues, I got you there as well. You can check out the guide section in this group itself for more information on that. But first thing, now that that's out of the way, the myth about imposter syndrome. And this is a really good one. Oh, by the way, I should let you know, if you're watching live, you can comment hello or say something, say hi, or if you have a comment, question, or something related to the topic, you can comment and I will put you up on screen like this. Good morning, Carrie Fisher. It's so good to see you. Good morning, friend. Thanks for tuning in with me, because you deserve to be up there. All right. So today, the myth about imposter syndrome, and we're going to talk about this in relation to teaching. This is a big one, but first I should probably define some of my terms, Imposter syndrome. What is that? Well, as a teacher, this is what it looked like for me when I first started. Imposter syndrome was that feeling that told me I wasn't good enough, that I wasn't prepared to be a teacher and actually leading these students. Maybe this part of it wasn't for me, but maybe this is you. Maybe imposter syndrome tells you I'm not good enough musically to lead these students. Like, some of them are better musically than I am, especially if you don't have certain training, but you're filling in for somebody. That can totally be the case. Or if you are specializing in instrumental, but you are placed in a vocal setting and you're leading a choir, but you are trained instrumentally, that imposter syndrome can eat away at you and make you feel like you're not capable and you're not good enough for your students. But the myth about this imposter syndrome is that it's not true. Those of us who deal with this type of imposter syndrome are the ones who aren't dealing with the truth of what it's telling us. Does that make sense? I should say it another way. Those who are actually dealing with the imposter syndrome are not necessarily the ones that it should apply to. The people that it applies to are the people who aren't worried at all about being good enough for their students, or aren't worried at all about knowing enough, or aren't worried at all about getting enough training in what they're working on, right? So those of us who deal with these feelings, this self-doubt, we are doing the training. We are learning. We are growing. We are good enough for our students. We do know enough. We don't need to know everything. We just need to be one step ahead in the process, or we just need to be one step farther on the journey than they are. And part of it is we have life experience that they don't have. And that is beautiful. So I want to encourage you, even if you are a new teacher, you are in a situation where you don't have as much musical training potentially as you want to have, or that you feel like you should have for the specific position you're in, that's okay. First of all, I'm here for you. So if you're like, man, I really could use some help with picking out choir music for this year, like picking out repertoire, because I don't know what to pick. I don't know where to find it, all that stuff. That's something I can help you with. Or maybe you're like, I really don't understand this piece of how to warm up my choir, how to help them be ready to sing the rest of the day. I don't know how to adequately do that because I haven't had vocal training, but I've had instrumental training. I can help you with that too. There's so many things that you don't have to struggle alone with, and I want to encourage you in that. So if you're not in the Lover to Music Teacher group, there's so many guides in there already that teach you about some of these different topics, so you can go check those out. And if you're really just looking for some one-on-one individual attention, then you can check out the link in the description of this video for some coaching. That's also available to you. But I want to encourage you that the myth about imposter syndrome is that it's true. And the fact is, imposter syndrome is not true. It's maybe based on our fear. It's based on our feelings of insecurity, but it's not necessarily based in reality. And for us to grasp and to hold on to faith over fear, faith focuses on the positive in the future. Fear focuses on the negative in the future. If you can choose to hold on to faith and to grow and to be okay with the learning process versus holding on to fear and the what ifs and the I'm not capables and telling yourself those things, then you're going to live in that sense of imposter syndrome and keep living in that. But if you choose to hold on to faith and to live in the positive and to live in the space of growth and learning, then you don't have to have that imposter syndrome be true of you. So imposter syndrome's truth is a choice that you get to make. Which choice are you going to make? Have a great rest of your day.